This video is all about the slope or gradient of a straight line. For that, first we will consider two coordinates. Let's say I'm having the coordinate as 1, 4 and -1, 2. I'm having two coordinates 1, 4 and -1, 2. And first thing, we will just draw the line based upon this coordinate, and we have studied on the previous class that to form a line, I require only 2 points, and here I'm having those 2 points. So 1, 4, and that is going to be where it's 1, that is x value, and 4 is here, so it's going to be around here. This is my first point. And second point is -1, 2, and that will be where? That will be x is -1 and y is 2, so it's going to be here. So now I'm having the 2 points. Now I just have to join them. So when I join them, and if I extend them, it goes on like that, and then if I extend here, it goes on like that. So I'm having the line here. Now I just have to find out the slope or gradient of this line. And the slope of a line is given by slope is equal to, the equation to find the slope is y2 minus y1 divided by x2 minus x1. Here the y1, y2 and x1, x2 are nothing but my coordinate itself, and you can take it in any order. That means you can take 1 as x1 and 4 as y1 and -1 as x2 and 2 as y2. You can do the reverse also. That means you can take 1 as x2 and 4 as y2 and -1 as x1 and 2 as y1. So there is no problem in changing the order, but you can't mix them. That means you can't take a 1 as x1 and then take 2 as y1. That is mixing. That is not possible. Either x1 y1 or x2 y2. That is the only case you can take here. Now, yeah, let's say we are considering it as x1 equal to 1 and y1 equal to 4 and x2 equal to -1, y2 equal to 2 here. Okay, so x1 y1 1 4, x2 y2 -1 2. Now we will apply the equation. So here slope, and we have denoted that slope as m on the previous video. So m is equal to y2 minus y1. y2 is 2 minus y1 is 4 divided by x2 minus x1. x2 is -1 minus x1 is 1 equal to 2 minus 2, 2 minus 4, it's -2 divided by -1 minus 1 gives me -2, giving me +1 as my slope. And that's how we find out the slope. Now we are getting a slope as 1 here. That is a positive number. Without even using this equation, we can find out whether a given line is having a positive slope or a negative slope. The only thing you have to look is the orientation of the line. Let's say I'm having a line like this. It is leaning towards the right side. And on the second case, okay, let's extend it. It's leaning towards the left side like this. Okay, here also I can extend it like that, no problem in that. So here, since it is leaning towards the right side, that slope will be positive. Slope equal to positive. And here, since the line is leaning towards the left side, there the slope will be equal to, slope will be there negative. Okay, so that is the way how we can find whether a slope is positive or negative, by looking at which direction this particular line is leaning to. Now there is two special kinds of slope. The first one is nothing but the slope of a line which is vertical or parallel to the y-axis. The second one is the slope of a line that is horizontal or parallel to the x-axis. Let's see what is the speciality of those two lines slope. For that, let's consider this particular line. Let's say it is going through my -5 itself. It's a vertical line and it is parallel to y-axis. Here, when I look, whatever point I take, the value of x coordinate will be how much? That will be -5, because the x is not changing. For the x to change, it have to move to the left or right. But here it is a vertical line, so the value of x is always going to be -5. That means in my equation, on the denominator, x2 minus x1, since I'm having the same x1 and x2 as -5, the denominator becomes 0 there. So whatever be on the numerator part, it's going to be some number divided by 0. And what is the answer when I'm having the denominator as 0? Don't tell me it's 0, because it's not. And that value is not defined. So here the m is equal to not defined. I hope that idea is clear. Now moving on to the next case, that is the line which is horizontal. Let's say I'm having the same line. Again, here also it is passing through -5 and it is horizontal parallel to x-axis. And here, what is the y value? The y value here is always -5. Why? Because for the y value to change, it have to go up or down. But here it's not going anywhere, it is staying still. So there the y value is constant. That means the y2 minus y1, or y2 and y1 are the same -5 itself. So y2 minus y1 becomes 0. So it becomes 0 divided by some number. And what is the value for 0 divided by some number? That is going to be 0 there. So in this case, the slope is going to be 0. So for a line that is parallel to y-axis, the slope is not defined. And for a line which is parallel to x-axis, the slope is 0. I hope that idea is clear. On the next video, we will discuss about how to find out the equation based upon the slope and the given coordinates. See you there. Take care. Bye.